Welcome to day 60 of our low-level design course. This is the final stretch of our journey where you will be tying everything together. Today is all about wrapping up your Capstone LLD project, submitting your work, and reflecting on your growth. We will go through how to ensure your design is polished, all your deliverables are in order, and how to make sure you are proud of the work you are submitting. Let's get started and turn all your hard work into a finished professional project. Let's begin by understanding the key objectives of today's session. First, your main goal is to complete and submit your capstone low-level design project. This means ensuring your design is complete with code, UML diagrams, testing, artifacts, and documentation, all organized and ready for submission. The second objective is to showcase your mastery of low-level design principles. You have worked hard on applying solid principles, design patterns, and clear code practices throughout the course, and today is your opportunity to demonstrate that. Finally, we want to experience a real-world handover or delivery experience. In professional settings, you often hand over your final design to clients or colleagues, and today you will simulate that preparing for a formal submission, which is what professionals do when delivering a finished product. Let's walk through the key activities for today. First, we will start with a final review and checklist. This step is crucial because it's your opportunity to make sure everything is in order before you hit submit. You will go through a checklist that covers all aspects of your project, requirements, code, diagrams, and testing. By the end of this review, you should feel confident that nothing is missing or overlooked. Next, we move on to polishing and refinement. At this point, it's time to make your project shine. Refactor any sections of your code that may still feel cluttered or unclear. Ensure your naming conventions are consistent, comments are clear, and that the overall structure of your code is readable. Remember, this is the time to clean up any rough edges and make sure your design is elegant. After that, you will focus on preparing your final submission package. This includes organizing your source code, UML diagrams, and testing artifacts into a structured folder or repository. You want to ensure that someone else, like a future teammate or an employer, can easily understand and navigate your work. Once everything is organized, you will compress it into a single zipped file, or if you are using GitHub, then ensure your repository is well documented and up to date. Next comes the final formal submission. After reviewing everything and ensuring it's polished, you will submit your project. This could be an upload to a course portal, a GitHub link submission, or any other method specified. Along with your code, you will also need to fill out a project submission form where you will provide additional context about your design and the decisions you made. It's not just about turning into your work, it's about explaining the rationale behind it. Lastly, we have the personal reflection document. This is an optional but valuable activity. In a professional setting, it's common to reflect on your work after project completion. Writing a short reflection will help you evaluate what went well and where you can improve. This self-assessment will help you develop critical thinking about your design choices, and it's a great way to internalize the lessons learned throughout this course. Now let's review the deliverables that you need to submit today. It's essential that everything is well organized and easy to access. Your final deliverables include a zipped folder or GitHub repository link containing your project's source code, proper documentation that explains your design decisions, how to run the code, and how to understand the UML diagrams. All relevant UML diagrams. This includes your class diagrams, sequence diagrams, and activity diagrams, which should represent the structure and flow of your system. The source code for all the modules of the system you have designed. Your unit testing artifacts. These show that you have thought about testing your design and have ensured its correctness. The project submission form to provide a summary of the design, key decisions, and lessons learned. And as an optional extra, you can include your personal reflection document where you reflect on the entire journey and what you have learned from this experience. Remember, these deliverables should be complete, well documented, and easy to navigate. This is your chance to showcase your ability to deliver professional quality work. By the end of today's session, you will have achieved several key learning outcomes. First, you will develop a project management mindset. In the professional world, it's not just about coding, it's about managing a project from start to finish. You have gone through the steps of organizing, designing, and refining a system. This experience will help you approach future projects with confidence and structure. Next, you will realize the importance of attention to detail. In low-level design, small details can make or break the system. You will recognize how every design choice, from naming conventions to how you structure your code, affects the overall system's clarity and maintainability. You will also have experienced end-to-end LLD execution, from analyzing the requirements to submitting the final design. You have seen how each step of the LLD process fits together. This kind of holistic view is invaluable in the real world, where you are often expected to see a project through from concept to completion. Another outcome is the career simulation. This experience mirrors the real world process of delivering a final design to a client or employer. You are not only build a system but also learn how to package and present it in a professional manner. Finally, self-reflection will allow you to critically assess your work, understand what worked, and identify areas for improvement. The more you reflect, the better you will become at tackling future system design challenges. Here's a bonus tip for you. Pretend you are delivering this to your future company's CTO. Would you be proud to put your name on it? This isn't just about finishing the project, it's about presenting work that you are genuinely proud of. In professional environments, your work represents you, and the quality you put into it will reflect on your reputation. Ask yourself, how would I improve this design if it were going to be used by a large scale company? Don't be afraid to make improvements, even if they are not strictly necessary for the course. This is about pushing yourself to think critically and develop the best possible outcome. And remember, professional software design isn't just about building something that works, it's about building something that's maintainable, scalable, and well documented. And with that, we have come to the end of day 60 and final submission of your capstone low level design project. I want to take a moment to thank you for your dedication and hard work throughout this course. You have gained a solid foundation in low level design and have honed the skills that will serve you well in your career as a software architect or system designer. As you come on your journey, I encourage you to keep refining your design skills. If you have any questions or would like to discuss your project further, feel free to reach out to me. My contact details will be provided. Best of luck with your final submission, and I look forward to seeing the amazing work you have done. Thank you for your attention.